Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to a trade recap. I'm in my living room right now with my mom over here, but she's not gonna be in the video. Um, yeah. All right. Sorry, I was eating something, but all right, let's get into it. So, pretty simple day today. All right. I will show the actual executions at the end of the video, right? But I'm gonna use top step X so I can draw it out because I like top step X more, right? So, all right, let's lock in. So, start at the higher time frame, right? It was a pretty good day. Pretty obvious draws on liquidity, but with that being said, it could have been better. Let's go ahead. Put an ES over here. She had obvious highs, obvious lows, right? So as soon as market opened, right, we immediately had manipulation higher, right? So we swept out draws going higher, right here, right? So market opened right here, and immediately we just pumped up and we just swept all this like liquidity, right? With that being said, a couple minutes after that, we immediately put in a bullish SMT. So, when we take that into account, we're looking for like a long here, right? We're looking for a long because obviously shorts are not going to be too probable. But no, after sweeping that liquidity, I kind of was like, okay, we're probably going to go and sweep this low right here, right? So I was looking for maybe a potential short. Like, if, let's say this candle, like, truly displaced lower, like, it allowed me to, like, enter, like, right here, right? I would have probably taken that to this draw right here. Oh, it's, like, terrible RR. So, probably I wouldn't have taken that in the moment. So, eventually, we finally go down. We sweep the low, right? After having this huge move up, this manipulation leg up, right? Which is also, we tap into PXH. So, let me mark that out real quick. Tap into previously manipulated high. Alright, so we have this right here. And let me, PXH, no, PXH. There we go. So yeah, so we tap into the PXH as well, right? Which is gonna be, it's like an area of resistance, like an area we can bounce off of, right? Because let's assume that we're gonna continue with this higher time frame bullish trend that we have in mind. So, right, we ended up sweeping this liquidity, right? So we had one manipulation move, then a double manipulated this, right? And after that, it was just straight displacement, right? So the displacement here, they basically gave me confirmation. But more specifically, it was like a market structure shift right here. That gave me like enough confirmation for me to enter this trade, right? Because this candle right here told me everything I wanted to know because we swept liquidity, right? And we tapped into PXH. So we've already rebalanced. We already have a reason to go hunting for more liquidity, right? Overall, you could have even taken this higher, right? Like, could have gone like 100 points or something off of this, but obviously since we're going for like the most optimal, most high win rate trade, right? Because I know a lot of people that entered this and they got stopped out. I did not have the wick. My stop loss was not at the wick of the low. Instead, it was right here, right? My audio is on, right? Audio, yeah, yeah. My stop loss was not at the wick of the low. It was at the body, just because it was like pretty big. And I did want to secure like a 1-to-1 RR, and we basically secured that. Sorry, secured yeah, we all basically secured a 1-to-1 today. Actually, I think it was a 1-to-1 or more on the actual live execution. But yeah, pretty simple stuff today. It was more so reacting today. I had to really switch my bias mid trade because again, I was looking for shorts, right? But unfortunately, we did not get the closure that I wanted to, right? So I was really patient with it, and then yeah, so it was a really simple trade. This is how most of my trades go, right? Literally just waiting until macro open and seeing what happens, right? Because swept this liquidity here. As soon as pre-market, we swept liquidity here, right? And we immediately ran higher, swept liquidity at the highs, right? So what we're going to go to next, we're going to go to the next most obvious draw on liquidity, right? Or we're going to rebalance and we're going to continue the trend, right? So obviously, like as soon as I saw this happen, I was thinking like, okay, maybe we can have a potential long, right? But without like going lower. So I was thinking like maybe we do this, right? We do this, and then we go higher, right? Obviously, if we had the proper displacement candle higher there, I would have gone long there, right? But I'm waiting for the displacement there. So, I mean, pretty simple stuff today. It wasn't a bad day. It was pretty decent PA, but obviously I want to have more cleaner moves in the market because days like these can definitely throw you off, right? Like you could have definitely fell into a fake long right here, and then a stop loss here. And then, this could have maybe played out in your favor, assuming that we also had the SMT at the lows, right? But the SMT getting disrespected was a pretty big confluence for me. So, yeah, it was pretty simple stuff today. And, yeah, we're probably just going to go into tomorrow looking for the same exact setup as usual. And then I'm going to attach the video of me executing this live at the end of this video. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say today, guys. And this is how I made what was it? It was like $604 today, but pretty simple stuff. And we're looking to pay out next week, so it'll probably be like 2K on the payout. But yeah. Also, I just made a Discord, so do tap into the Discord. It's in my link tree in bio. And then also use code CBAS with Alpha Futures. And yeah, all right. I'll catch y'all boys in the next one. So tomorrow, peace.